What's good, y'all? It's KJ with the Urban Fruit Forge. This is one of my first videos on this YouTube channel. Pretty much how to clean rot off your dragon fruit plants. I acquired this really bad rotting. Yeah, I got this from not covering up my plants over here in Central Florida. We really got some pretty cold nights, temperatures below 40 degrees, and this variety did not like that very well. So I'm just gonna get in here and show you guys how I would go about cleaning this. As you can see right here, we have a Vietnamese white dragon fruit that I did not cover up over here in Central Florida when our temperatures got below 40 degrees. So as you can see, this rot just started. As you can see, it's real bad. This rot's just eating this plant alive, and the worst part is it's the trunk. So I got to make sure I go ahead and clean this up before this whole plant gives out, because during the season I got some nice Vietnamese whites plant from this fruit. All right, so a few tools you'll be needing before you get started. Some cinnamon. I'm gonna tell you why once I use it. A knife to go ahead and cut away that rusting, and then some alcohol to make sure you ain't spreading this around the other plants. So first and foremost, we just get in right here. I like to start from the bottom, usually a little bit below from where the rotting happened. You just starting below where this rotting's happening. So what keeps the plant alive is the cambium layer. So I just got to get this cambium layer out of all this rotting. Some cinnamon on it. Ooh, that works too. Rust away from the plant. I'm going to eat this side up. Get that out. This side. Make sure you get all this rot out, all that stuff out. Got some on the back side too. You don't want it spreading. Right here is the cambium layer. This is what transfers all the energy from its roots throughout the whole entire plant. So as long as this part's intact, this plant's gonna be perfectly fine and produce fruit for me once it gets back in the season. But just gotta make sure we get all this rotting off so it doesn't spread. And make sure y'all go ahead and clean that up real good. Make sure there's no more rotting area that's still connected to the green, because if there is, it's just going to continue to spread onto the green part. So just make sure you get all as much rot that you could get out without damaging that cambium layer. Put some alcohol on this. We got another plant. Get some alcohol on that, clean that up. Because I got an Ecuador Pelora that I didn't cover up as well. That's getting up. So once you went ahead and got all that rot off from the cambium layer, this is where the cinnamon comes in. This cinnamon acts as pretty much it's a natural anti-rust, I guess you could say, where it's gonna stop all this mold and just built up, rotted down dragon fruit flesh from spreading around. So you just go ahead and to be honest with you, when I've used this previously, I just put as much as I wanted. I didn't see much con of putting as much as you want. So I just go ahead and get it around on that flesh. Stop all that spreading. Just make sure you get it all. This is more than enough. Plus I gotta use some for the Ecuador Pelora. So let's move on to the next plant. Same thing applies for this. Different variety, same tactics. All right, so I got my knife right here to cut out this cinnamon. And I already alcoholed it down, so I won't be spreading any disease if there were any in that last variety I was messing around with. So just do start. Y'all can't see, but over here it's on this right side, so a little bit higher. So I'm gonna start right there. Let's go ahead and we do not want this to spread. Ooh. Get all this out. Just go ahead and get all of that rotting material out. As much rotting material as you can without messing up that cambium layer, because that's what the tree uses to transfer all its nutrients. So just go ahead and get all this out. Pretty sure I gotta dig into this soil. Alright, yeah. I'm not sure it's not that deep, because usually when I plant my cuttings, I don't put that much flesh into the ground. That should be good right there. Make sure there's none on this backside. This one's much smoother to get out. Okay. Make sure I go ahead and get some alcohol on that. Once you're done with that, go and get some cinnamon on that cambium layer so it won't spread. It won't spread. That's all. That's simple. Just go ahead and cut the rotting flesh out. Make sure you're using clean tools so you're not spreading any possible diseases, making it worse than how it already is. And once you got all that rot out, just go ahead and get cinnamon all over that cambium layer, the flesh. That's gonna stop the rot. All right, now let's collect some fruit. Lower these trellises down. Let's get them into the greenhouses because they do not like the weather we getting this last couple of days.